Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a market outlook for the coming week. Considering that we are on the new month and also at the beginning of the new week, we are going to look at the main event for this week that will impact the market, where we need to focus. And I have also selected some of the currency pairs that are worth that we can focus during this week. So let's see what do we have here. So on Monday, we are going to have some data from Japan here. We have with red other data in red from China. This is going to impact the Australian dollar mainly. We have also consumer price index. This is related with the Swiss franc for tomorrow. If the price is going to slow down from 2.2% to 1.8%, probably the market may anticipate that they will not increase the interest rates during the coming meeting, and probably we may have a weaker Swiss franc here. So we need to focus what is going to happen tomorrow morning. Later during the day, we may see from the US front some other data. I'm not expecting big moves, but they will move the market because we have important data here, but not a big focus on those data. And the main event that I'm looking at for this week, the first one is the Bank of Australia with the interest rate decision. During the previous month, it was 4.1%, and they increased the interest rates by surprise. And also this month, it is expected that they may increase the interest rates by 25 basis points to 4.35%. And also the Bank of Australia interest monetary in the monetary policy statement. However, we have to be careful. During the beginning of the month, everyone was expecting that they are going to uh, increase the interest rates and they will not stop anytime soon. But during the previous week, I read some articles related with this topic again, that the banks are expecting that probably the Bank of Australia may stop to increase the interest rates. Probably this is also related with the fact that the Bank of New Zealand already stopped. However, we have to see the market impact, because if they will increase the interest rates, but if they will announce that we will stop hiking the rates for the moment, this will impact in a negative way the Australian dollar. But I don't think that they will stop the interest rates to hike here, or probably they will not send that message at this moment, and this will help the Australian dollar to getting stronger, because it is already undervalued in my opinion. So that's all for Tuesday. We have also to remember that it's 4th of July. The US market will be closed during this day, Independence Day, and the real impact will be during Wednesday opening. So we have to be very careful, because after that the market will be volatile, because also the US volume will increase. We have other data from China, not important data on Wednesday. We will have FOMC minutes. This is not FOMC meeting. However, the market may expect for these minutes here. They are still repeating the same things over and over again, so nothing new. Trade balance from Australia, as you may see, this is going to impact Australian dollar, but the main event will be the interest rate decision. On Thursday, we have retail sales from Eurozone. This will definitely move Euro. And also the ADP employment change. Related with this indicator, this will move the USD dollar. And on Friday, we should remember that we have the non-farm payroll data. So I'm not expecting the US dollar to move very easily, because the focus, or the main focus for the US dollar, will be on the non-farm payroll data. During the previous month, they beat the expectation. It was a very high number. It is expected that the number this time may slow down. So this may impact in a negative way the USD dollar. However, the US was full with surprises during this month, so never know what may happen here. And also at the same time, during the US market opening, we will see the employment data from Canada, and also unemployment rate and average hourly earnings. So this is overall. From the Lagarde speech, I'm not expecting anything interesting here. Same old things, I guess. So let's see from a technical perspective at this moment what may happen. So the first one that I'm going to look at is the Bank of Japan, USD the first one. This is getting interesting at this moment. Once the price reached 145, we can see the initial price reaction. It was 70 pips down. The first one is related with the fact that the Bank of Japan was focused and repeated this several times that we are going to monitor the price once it will be close to 145. And on the other hand, when the price reached this area here, we had some bad data from the US during the US opening, the US market opening during Friday, but also during the European night or 2 hours before the market closed for the week during Friday, we can see that we had an article that USDJPY retreats from 145 year-to-date high as the Japanese authorities signal intervention following US yields. So they are looking at this very closely right now. These are signals one after each other, as you may see. The Bank of Japan Finance Minister Suzuki warns against excessive yen depreciation. So they are just sending signals that we are going to intervene in the market. Let's see, because the situation is getting very boring overall in only one movement. So it keeps going higher, all the amperes. USDN so far is the only one that is not moving in the same way because the others are depreciated a lot compared to USDN. However, also from a technical perspective, price completed this pattern, and as you may see, this price reaction here is very interesting so far. So let's see what the Bank of Japan will do during the coming week. It will be interesting. It will be difficult for the market because many short positions are already positioned on the yen pair. So let's see. The next one that we are going to look at will be the Canadian dollar, AUDCAD, that I have already selected also during this week. As you may see on the daily chart that I shared this analysis, price is testing the same old area again. It increased and it came down. I will explain this. When the price was here on July 2022, this was the first support area. Later we can see the price move down and increased again during 2022. This is dating back with the problem of the war between Ukraine and Russia, that the price was still moving down and down, and later we can see price reaction. And the problem right now is that price reacted again close to the support zone. However, if we are going to look at this on a lower time frame, during the previous weeks, price came close to this zone. During this moment of time, we had one harmonic pattern that the price was showing close to this area. It reacted in a beautiful way by creating this wave here. And as it seems, the resistance zone at this moment was very, very strong. Also, from a technical perspective, we may see that close to 0.91, the selling pressure was very high at this moment. Look at the points that we may see here. And price moved down again. However, despite the fact that we have a small structure breakout at this point, and it seems that the price is going to move down further, considering the daily structure that we have here, the chances are getting very high that it may increase again at this moment. However, let's get back to another time frame and we are going to see what is already happening. On the 4-hour chart, that is this chart here, I shared during Friday, it was ahead of the GDP data. Price was at 0.8780 approximately and almost reached the second target, and it was missed for only 3 pips here, as you may see. So we had the price increase up to 60 pips. Considering that we have the Bank of Australia interest rate decision and this market reaction, the chances can be very high that if price is going to react to the interest rate decision, probably we may see a pause tomorrow, and on Tuesday we may see the price to continue moving up further. So it will be in line with this movement that happened before, and the next movement will finish as a minimum close to 0.91 again. Also, the target that I have placed here is very small target. The final target should be this one, 0.91. However, let's see how the market will react and what the Bank of Australia will discuss during the new week. It will be very interesting. So let's see. The next one that I'm going to look at for today is also the dollar index, very interesting. When I shared this during the previous week, price broke out from the wedge pattern. As I already explained, it was expected this time of correction, and price came down and already reached the first target. It was very interesting how the price was developed here. However, during Friday, during the US opening, we saw this big crash that happened. Everything was related with the data from the US, from the core personal consumption expenditures. However, in these conditions, I am expecting the dollar index to increase further, but we have to be also very careful. The chances are that we may have this pattern, but it is also a very complex pattern. It is not that easy overall. Considering that the price already stopped the crash close to 102.8, nearly this area, I'm looking at for a possible WXY XZ pattern formation. So this is a possible movement that I'm expecting, and the price may develop this move. A possible bearish scenario or the opposite scenario that may happen is that if the price is going to break through this pattern, then we have to be careful because it may come to test the top, the base of the pattern again. Sorry. So this is a possible scenario after that, and we have to analyze everything from the beginning. So let's see. So far, this is still bullish and it has the chances to create this WXY XZ pattern. This is what I'm looking at so far. So it has still hopes for a possible bullish movement. And the next one that I already shared during this week, it was GBPUSD. It was a bit risky during the beginning of the week. I was expecting for this pattern to continue moving down further, and as you may see, the first target was already reached in a perfect way. The bullish movement was created during the news event related with the personal uh, consumption expenditures from the US. So this is the move that the news that created this movement. Until that moment, the price was close to the first target, so it was bearish. So far, we have to be very careful. The focus will be during for the non-farm payroll data. If the market will anticipate in advance that we are going to have higher numbers than expected, probably we should see the price moving down. We should know that from the Bank of England we don't have anything at all for the coming weeks, so all the focus will be on the non-farm payroll data. However, considering that the market participants are not expecting or for an increase on the non-farm payroll data, probably we may see the price to do up and down, and it will decide later for the next movement. However, what is very important is that we are still under a bearish pattern, and the chances are that it may continue moving down further. The opposite scenario will develop only after the non-farm payroll data, so we can't anticipate anything yet for a bullish movement. We are still on the bearish side again. So that's all for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Don't lose the focus from the Bank of Japan because it is going to be very interesting. So let's hope they will join the market. So until that moment, let's see what is going to happen. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye.